Oh, hi my funky friends. I'm so excited to hang out with you today. Super excited actually, because I was sick all last week and it just laid me out. And one of the things that got me through that week when I literally could do nothing was I'm gonna do a vlog where we're gonna hang out and chill together and have like a full-on spa day and then play some games to celebrate feeling better. So we're doing that today. And if you're new here, my name is 𝖤.𝥧 and we do a lot of things here, but one thing's for sure, we're always bringing the vibes. All right, I'm so excited. This is gonna be such a fun day. So normally I would like prepare a snack, but I am just gonna be snacking on this matcha ice cream that I got. I was like ordering it on Instacart when I was sick. I was ordering a bunch of things that like, you know, would help me feel better when I was like laid out in bed. But I put on my Instacart order this matcha ice cream that I was like so excited about. I was like, okay, literally as soon as I feel 100% better, I'm going to have this ice cream. So it's been sitting in my freezer this whole time, and I'm so excited to snack on on that ice cream while I do my hair. So that's gonna be the first thing we do, is we're gonna do hair, and I'm also gonna put on some press-on nails that I'm really excited about. I got another pair from Paint Lab because I was like really impressed with the quality of the first pair. So we're gonna do another set, and then we're gonna do a little face mask, and then we're gonna play some games that Luke brought home from Gen Con. So this is gonna be a really fun glow-up gaming just like spa day. So I'm so excited you're here. So come on, let's go hang out. All right, here we are back again and tying my hair. I think I'm gonna basically do what I did last time, except instead of having some symmetrical like pieces in front of green, I'm gonna try to like do a couple of like, I don't know, they're like fake money pieces. I'm gonna have one here probably, and then I don't know, one over here. Just like some hints of green. And we'll keep using the Colorista lime green color because I have like a ton of that left. I really like the color. But I'm trying this new brand that I've never used before. I think it's called 𝖤.𝥧 colors. But it's supposed to be like really good for your hair in theory. And it's about the same price point, like maybe a couple dollars more expensive than what I typically use. But if it's like really good for your hair, then I'll do it. And the back says most vibrant and long-lasting hair colors. I don't know how true that claim is, but we're gonna try it. But this time I am gonna mix it in with some conditioner. I just have like whatever's in my guest bathroom right now. And that is gonna hopefully lighten the purple a little bit, because this time I do want it to be more the lavender color right away. I know I normally want it to fade, but I just want the instant gratification of like the exact shade that I want. So we're gonna do some mixing and I don't know, making potions in the bathroom. So I'm gonna open this up and see. It's got coconut oil in it. It smells really nice. It doesn't have any drying alcohol, no PPD, no peroxide, no ammonia, of course, and then natural fragrance and coconut oil. So I'm just gonna put that in my container thing here. The color's pretty. I think I'm not gonna use very much of it. I saw like some pictures of what it looks like on, and a lot of the reviews said it's not like super light pastel, so I'm not gonna use a ton, and I'm gonna just like add a ton of conditioner to like lightly dye my hair. Just gonna like give this a little mix to get this much lighter purple. I'm just like too lazy to move the tripod right now, so just get one camera angle today. So hopefully it'll show up around that light. Maybe it probably will be a little bit darker, is my guess, but pretty. I'm also gonna do the same thing with the lime green. I'm not gonna add that much conditioner, but I want it to come across as like a light green, not like so electric in comparison to the purple. So literally same thing, adding conditioner. I am not left-handed, and this pump is got quite a bit of tension. I don't know if you can see that. Pretty. Okay, I think this is all that I need. Now that my hair is shorter, I don't need to like prep that much, which is kind of nice. Also, I just realized that I said I was going to get my ice cream and snack on snack on it while we're here, but I can't really do that because my hands are gross. So after I dye my hair, I think I'll, like while I'm waiting for it to set in, I'll go ahead and eat my ice cream, and I'm so excited. I also had a fail because I was like, you know what? If I'm playing games with Luke, he should have ice cream too. And like, I guess he can just share the matcha ice cream with me because it's definitely way more than one serving for one person. I got him these 𖤣.𝢼 like chocolate covered bites, and I kind of was distracted and I didn't know the Instacart order had come in. It sat on the porch for a little too long. Like I probably was like, I don't know, maybe I didn't notice that it was there for 10 minutes, and so the frozen item was, you know, in the in the hot sun, or at least like, you know, outdoors in outdoor temperatures for about like 10 minutes, just melting away. And then of course when it refroze, it kind of was like one big clump. So that was my bad. That was not Instacart's fault. That was me not paying attention. Okay, these are gonna be like the like sections that I dye green, and I'm thinking, I think I will start with the purple and then end with the green. I think that makes sense because it's just easier to manage that way. The only thing is like, how am I gonna section this off without it getting gross, you know? I don't know what happened to all of my like not cute clips. I only have these like cute ones, but I think dye can't get on this. This is too big, but it's fine. We'll make it work. Actually, I changed my mind. We're gonna do the green parts first. That might be easier. And then I can just like tuck it behind me. So Luke was at Gen Con for like most of the time I was sick. And I'm literally looking at this and I don't think the green's gonna show up. All right, change of plan. I'm not diluting the green. It's too late. It like just straight up was not showing up at all. Look at this, like this is technically dyed, but you can't see anything on it. So let's just do this little section in green. I just kind of wasted some green dye and conditioner, but it's fine. It's fine. Hopefully it'll show up well in this section. Oh jeez. Good thing I'm wearing black because I just dropped some dye. Green is like so runny. It's probably good that we're doing this section first because it probably will take longer for the green to get soaked up by the hair. I keep dripping green all over my belly. Okay, and that's good. Also, can you guess what my favorite color is? I feel like most people guess it wrong. I'll give you a second. Get your guesses in. Put it in the comments if you would like. 3, 2, think about it. If you guessed purple, surprisingly, not correct. My favorite color is actually orange. And I feel like most people don't know that about me, that don't know me IRL. But I love me a good orange. I think it's just like such a fun pop of color. Even though I love wearing the color purple, I don't necessarily think the color orange looks great on my skin tone per se. I'm gonna add more purple because, well, I don't know. I'm gonna add a little bit more purple because I'm a little bit nervous that this is not gonna show up. I think it definitely will tone my hair and make it like silvery, but I don't know if purple is gonna show up well. So let me just mix a little bit of purple in here. Might have gone a little too light. A little too light. Probably gonna save some of this dye because I'm definitely gonna have extra because I added too much conditioner. And just retouch my hair after this fades out in a little bit. Because it's so light, this is definitely gonna fade like faster, but that's okay. while we're here, I figured we could talk through some reflections I had while I was sick. And one of those was my shock and just like surprise at how disappointed I was in myself for being sick, which is silly. But I really was like, man, if I just didn't do XYZ, I would have been healthy and not have been laid out for a week, and all of the things I have to do wouldn't have been like put on the back burner and like added to my task list for this week. And I was just like kind of running through all those scenarios in my head, and I was like, you know what, that is such a not gracious thing to do to myself. Like, one of the biggest things that I have I want to say learn, but continue to learn, because I definitely in practice don't always follow this, even though I know it in theory. But I honestly forget what book I first heard this from. It honestly wasn't even from a book. It was from an interview of an author of a book on like a podcast or something. So I don't know. I'll try to find the source, but I'll do my best. I'll just know that this quote did not come from myself. But someone was talking about how like humility is a twofold like discipline or character trait or whatever. It's not just like thinking, like recognizing the humanity of other people, which, if that doesn't sound like clear enough, by that I mean like being patient. Like when you're humble, you're acknowledging that like people are not perfect, and so your expectations are set better. You're not as frustrated when things don't go according to plan, when you're like codependent on like, you know, whatever tasks that need to happen that you have to rely on another person. There's that aspect. That's like one fold of it. But then the other fold is also treating yourself as a person, someone that is fallible and not perfect. And I think like I tend to forget that for myself, is like to have grace for myself and patience, and just like not be surprised when, you know, like when my body fails me, like physically. Like definitely there are always things you can do to be responsible and be a good steward of like yourself physically, making sure you're getting enough rest and exercise and all of that. Like that, like I don't want to diminish that. Like that is all true. However, I think there's an element of frustration that can brew when you're just not viewing yourself as a human being. As a human being with limited time, limited energy. We're not superheroes. And I felt that I was doing that to myself last week. So it was very good that I was able to just like rest, recoup, just like do nothing, even though it was like uncomfortable. I definitely was like, ugh, so sick. I did not feel good. But it was, yeah, good forced like slow down and just be. Nothing wrong with just being. Okay, now that my hair is short, I feel like doing the back of my hair is gonna be a lot harder because I can't really pull it forward that well. But man, oh man, was I looking forward to resting with you all. Like, there's not, like, obviously you get a lot of rest when you're sick, but it's like not restful rest, you know? Like, you sleep because your body shuts down and can't keep its eyes awake or eyes open. But it's nice when you're feeling good and you rest, you know? It's like a whole different ball game, a whole different category. Oh, let me make sure I don't accidentally put purple on the green strands underneath. But I'm curious that everyone's like thoughts towards rest, about like their own rest and their loved ones' rest. That's the thing that's like interesting, is like I feel like when you put someone else in your shoes, or put yourself in someone else's shoes, however that saying goes, it's so easy to like counsel others with like, oh, you're feeling overworked, you're feeling exhausted, you just like need a break, take a nap, have some rest, don't do anything, it's okay. But then to ourselves, we're like, oh, I have to get everything done because my integrity depends on it, because I can't let people down. At least these are the things that I think about in my head. Like I have a twofold like issue where like on one hand, if I say I'm gonna do something and I don't do it, I just like feel so guilty that like I wasn't like reliable to someone. If like I told someone else, if it's like to myself, like sometimes I am very lax with myself, but when I'm like doing things for other people, I like feel really bad when I don't get those things done in time, or if I like completely forget about something because I forgot to like write it down or something. Like, oh, I hate when I do that. But at the same time, I'm like, if it was the other way around, like obviously they're like every situation is nuanced, but like if someone forgot to do something that they said they were gonna do for me, I'd be like, that's fine, no worries, just get it to me when you can. But I'm definitely not that gracious with myself. And so even like something as silly as like, I was really excited when I was working, like starting up these vlogs. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna always be 2 months ahead and I'll always have a backlog. And at the least 1 month ahead. And then I had a ton of things come up and I also got sick. So then I was not able, like my backlog of content like went away so fast because like I had like 3 weeks of where I couldn't record anything new. And I went from being like, wow, I'm doing awesome, to like, oh my gosh, I'm failing this like new vlogging adventure that I said I was gonna do. So I'm just learning to be gracious with myself, and I'm just really happy to be resting with you all. I mean, I'm technically doing something because I'm like recording this vlog, but like we're just hanging out, we're just resting. But I'm gonna go ahead and clean up, and we're gonna serve ourselves some ice cream and just hang out together. I'm gonna wait until this sets, and then I'm gonna wash it out, and then we're gonna do a little face mask and eat some ice cream, and then I'm gonna do my nails, and then we're gonna play a game, maybe 2 games with Luke. So just take a beat real quick. Okay, I definitely had this on for longer than 15 minutes. But that book I'm reading, Martyr, is so good so far. My face feels very nice. Woo! That is so yummy. I love that. All right, now I'm going to be putting on some nails. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna reward myself with the ice cream after I do all the like spa things, and then have my ice cream while I am playing games with Luke later. So once again, I have Paint Labs nail sets, and this one's like a really cute blue and like light blue checkered, and I did not pick out the sizes I need beforehand, so I'm gonna do that first, and then we'll put all the nails on. And as always, I'm using Kala Super Glue. There is a Paint Lab glue that comes with the kit, but I don't know, I just really like this one because it actually stays. And maybe Paint Lab also is really good, but Today is not the day where we're testing that. Look, so pretty. I like ending with the like oil, the cuticle oil, because man, my skin around my nails is always so rough all the time, regardless of what I do, regardless if I freaking put lotion on every single day, multiple times a day. It always gets like messed up down here and like chapped, but this looks so cute. I really like this set a lot. Okay, so Luke actually needed some rest. He needed some recovery time after Gen Con, so we didn't actually play any games the same day as the glow up spa time. But he really wants to go out for coffee and play some games together, so we're gonna get some of the Gen Con games he brought that will be fun to play at the coffee shop and play together. And it's gonna be so fun. I'm excited. You'll have to come with us. Come. Update, Luke said not this one because it's gonna be too big. It's too big. Look at him. He's like, games I got at Gen Con.
It's too many.
We did not get all of these at Gen Con, but
hey,
would you believe me if I said none of this existed 2 years ago?
3 years ago.
3 years now? Okay.
Yeah.
A little more
I've been
acceptable.
at Oakland almost 3.
That's true.
I've been at 4 Gen Con.
Here it is. Bye, puppies. We'll see you later. Hello to both of you. Man, there's so much dog hair around. Okay, we're back. I had so much fun hanging out, and I was not expecting to go like out and go to a coffee shop and play games there, but it was like really vibey, pretty quiet, so it was very chill to play games. And let me just tell you, I already anticipate that I will never win a game. Like, I'm just here for the vibes, and I lost those first two games, but the last game I honestly thought like I destroyed Luke. And then we checked the roles for the scoring mechanism, and I was like, oh no, I definitely interpreted that wrong. And so I ended up being like, I think like 15, 20 points behind him. And he was like, wait, hold on. What if you did this as your last move? And then I still lost. And he was like, at least it's closer. That was quite the emotional roller coaster, but I still had fun anyways. If you were curious, the games that we played were Parks Roll and Hike, which is a roll and write game. This was the first one we played. It was very fun. I've never played a roll and write game before, and I think I could play it better next time. There was like one of the components that I was just like not being strategic about because I didn't like fully understand the scoring component, but I really enjoyed it. We both agree that Keymaster games, which makes Parks and all the Parks games, they just really excel in packaging. The art style specifically for Roll and Hike is like, I think I like it a lot better than the Parks board game itself, even though the art for that is stunning as well. But I really like this animated style. It's really cool. Next, we played Moving Wild, which is the new Oink game. I really enjoyed this. Luke is very hit or miss when it comes to Oink games, but he said that like this also like went really high up the list. I don't know if he likes it as much as Scout, but it's almost like apples and oranges because they're like totally different games. This one is definitely a drafting game, whereas Scout is more of a like trick-taking game. But this is really fun. We haven't played this with more than 2 people yet, but I feel like it makes it even like crazier, the drafting component. There's not like a continual like consistent order that you draft directionally. It kind of goes back and forth and shuffles around. So I would imagine the more people that play, the more it randomizes, the harder it is to anticipate what other people are going to do. So I feel like I scored poorly in this one versus the first time we played. But I really like this. I think this is definitely one of my favorite Oink games as well. Lastly, we played Confusing Lands, which technically was not a haul from this Gen Con, from Gen Con 2024, but it was very fun. I cannot believe that I thought I won and then I lost horribly. So it's fine. The art is also really cool on this one as well. I'm such a sucker for game art. I think like even if the game is not as good, I will enjoy it because the art is pretty, which maybe is my downfall, but it was really fun. I really enjoyed hanging out with Luke and playing those games together. I enjoyed hanging out with you all. I hope that you enjoyed the cozy and caring vibes, and I hope that you can give cozy and caring vibes to others. I'll see you later. Love you. Bye.